Hi, I am doing my introduction video, and this is because I watched Wicked Gems introduction video tag, and so I figured I would put mine out there. My name is Denise. I am 38 years old. I am the mother of three kids. My oldest is 14 years old, and my youngest is 8. I've been married for 16 years. And let me see. I have very eclectic interests. All right. I very much like tattoos. I've always really liked them. My dad had them. I got my first tattoo when I was like 16 years old, and I've been getting them ever since. So I have quite a few. I guess you'd say I've kind of been into the alternative, goth, punk, whatever way of dressing and stuff since for as long as I can remember. I've kind of dressed different, even though I don't necessarily always want to put myself into any particular thing because I dress the way I like. Yes, I very much like darker stuff. Rich colors, greens like emerald green, yeah, reds, purples are my favorites. Um, yes, I like black, and I just the the darker look I just find beautiful. Uh, I don't know, I find beauty in it. I've always been really creative. Very I always really like drawing, taking pictures, and things like that, uh, which some things kind of changed because one of the other things, kind of getting away from the interest part, but just an FYI, I am visually impaired, legally blind, which I did post a video about that with more explanation about that for anybody who'd want to see. I like alternative music, but I also like some things by like Justin Timberlake and Lady Gaga, I have to admit. I like classical music. I like some opera music. I like so many different types of music. It just depends on my mood. I I guess you'd say the only type of music that I really can't get into is country music. That's my one thing I can't really get into. I really like zombies. I've really liked zombies before they were even like the in thing, because everybody likes zombies now, especially with Walking Dead and everything. Which I just figure I'm benefiting. But that doesn't mean all zombie movies. I'm, kind of partial to the George A. Romero type of zombies and some of the stuff with that. I also really like Lord of the Rings, the books, the movies. I really like Pride and Prejudice and any historical, um, anything dealing with history. I really love history. I do have my degree in human services, and before I really pinned it down on that, of that I was going to get my degree in that, which um, human services is kind of almost like social work for anybody who doesn't know. Um, I was actually thinking about getting my degree in history because I really love history. The Society for Creative Anachronism, which is dealing with like dressing in Renaissance garb and things like that, I really love. Um, let me see, let me see. Um, mm, yeah, movies. Uh, books. I love going through books. I do have a lot of audiobooks. Um, I do use some special equipment to help me read, magnifying type of equipment, but I mean, I love books. I love learning about theologies, different types of beliefs. I love learning about those. I am very into politics. I do very much enjoy The Daily Show and like Jon Stewart. I have to admit that to pin me down, I would have to say that I am a liberal in my political leanings. Um, Let me see. Uh, yeah, Jon Stewart. Yes, Jon Stewart again. Sorry, thinking of Jon because it's 10 o'clock right now, and now it's time for the Daily Show. And anytime I'm bummed, that always brings me happiness and stuff. Um, I am very much into social justice. If you had to ask me about things, one of my philosophies is, I guess you'd say, I'm not for extremes. I'm not on either cases. I'm always for understanding kind of both sides, middle of the road. I, yeah, not for extremes. Fundamentalism, yeah. Um, yeah. Which then, I guess, if you want to say, going into the whole spiritual side of things, I would consider myself an eclectic pagan. I'm still learning as far as where exactly I am finding myself on that. Uh, my, yeah, I find myself definitely aligned with Caradwin and Cernunnos at this time. Environmental issues I find very important. I do like to video game, and this is gonna seem like I'm kind of spastic as far as I'm shooting off everywhere. Um, I like Oblivion. I like the Elder Scroll series. Skyrim, awesome, awesome. Skyrim is great. When that came out, I was very thrilled. And some of the zombie games that came out, yes, I enjoyed those. I Yeah, those are some things about me. Um, I guess it's just a thing of don't always judge a book by its cover. Sometimes people see me, and if they see all my tattoos and everything else, they think, "Uh-oh, what is this woman all about?" And then they might be kind of surprised. I'm very sometimes I overthink things. I really love intellectual stimulation and things. But then at other times, if I'm dressed more conservative, have my tattoos covered up, and people don't realize I have tattoos, I've had it to where then when they find out I have tattoos, they're like, wow, you have tattoos? I would have never imagined that. So don't judge a book by its cover. And even just being visually impaired. Uh, there's so much hiding underneath there, underneath the layers and and everything. People don't even realize sometimes. People get distracted by all the fancy bells and whistles on the exterior. But anyway, hopefully this wasn't a babble fest. And as far as you guys getting to know me, it was really nice to do this. And thank you so much, Wickagem, for putting this idea out there. And I hope everybody has a wonderful evening or whenever. Blessed be.